Every year now it's becoming like a normal thing to just go on the internet or to see somewhere on newspapers that Germany workforce is pretty kind of low, and they're looking to bring in more people, non-Europeans or people from other part of the country, to work in the country. This is becoming really normal, and it's not really strange again. So this is what I'm going to be talking about today, and this new opportunity that is going to come out in Germany probably this year or early next year. I'm Akere, if you are new on this channel, and I welcome you. Quickly, let's go to what I'm actually talking about today. As you might have read on the topic, said Germany said to introduce green card Chancenkarte to strengthen its workforce. In the introduction, I mentioned that this is probably not new because this news is always coming out like every year, but this time it seems really serious. So we are looking for what is going to be coming up in Germany in a few months time. This is going to be announced, but we already have a clip or some hints about this is going to look like, as it was actually announced by the German labor minister some weeks ago, I think last week actually. This card is simply called the opportunity card, just like the one you know from America. America has something like this, the opportunity card, which they give to foreigners, which foreigners can actually apply for and then come to the country to look for a job. This is the same thing Germany looked to be implementing, as it is said it's called the German own version of green card. The labor minister actually presented this few weeks ago, and in this card you can, with this card, sorry to say, you can actually come to Germany even without a job offer. You don't really need to get a job offer. Like something like this was actually meant before. Something like this has actually been available before, because I think I dropped something like that in the video. I will see if I can link it. But this particular one, this one that was available before, you need to get a job offer, then you can now come to Germany. But this particular one, you don't really need to have a job offer. Like, you don't need to have a job offer then to come to Germany. So you need to apply for this card. After applying for this card, you get it approved. You came into the country and you can now starting searching for a job. This is pretty this is really interesting. Like I said, this green card is almost like that of the America, and it is aimed to make it easier for non-EU nationals to come find work in Germany. So if you are not in any of the EU country, if you are not born in any of the EU country, if you are not living currently in any of the EU country, this particular opportunity is actually for you. You wouldn't want to sleep on this, but I'm going to be giving you all the criteria you need to meet for this particular stuff. If you're new on this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you love everything I talked about on this channel, so you don't miss out on anything. So what are the criteria you need to fulfill? What are those things you need to have for you to be able to apply for this Chancenkarte? Am I really pronouncing that way? Chancenkarte opportunity card. So simple. So what are the criteria you really need to meet before you can apply for this card? Number one, you really need to look forward to, you have they said here they have a recognized degree or professional qualification. You need to have a recognized degree and a professional qualification in your field, which you've maybe studied in your BSc or whatever. You need to have this degree for you to be able to apply for this card. Number two, at least 3 years of professional experience. So if you're under this category and you have 3 years of professional experience, maybe working in the field of IT, working in the field of medicals, any experience, 3 years of working experience. 3, you need to demonstrate German proficiency or previous residence in Germany. This is 2. It's either you can speak German, or you've lived in Germany before. If you've lived, this is kind of tricky, because if you've lived in Germany before, you should be able to speak German. So for you to be qualified to apply for this card, you need to have a knowledge of German. They haven't stated what level of German as of now. It is not stated what level of German will be required. We don't know, but to my guess, I think it's not going to be lower than the B1. Yeah, it's not going to be lower than the B1, because if you really have to speak fluently in German or being able to communicate at work, you need to have at least B1 certificate. And lastly, for the criteria is you must be younger than 35 years. So if you're older than 35 years, I'm sorry, this is not for you. This is what German is looking into. So this particular opportunity is going to be presented later to the government from the Labour Minister, and when it's approved, this is going to go live and many people can benefit from it. Like I said, you need to have a professional qualification. You need to have at least 3 years of experience, German proficiency. So if you don't know how to speak German right now, maybe you should start taking some language class. And 3, you need to be younger than 35. Like, you must not be older than 35. You can be older than 35, but you won't be qualified for this. So this is German own version of opportunity card in the German way. But everything that have a pro have its own coin, advantage and disadvantage. But we are not going to be talking about the advantage and disadvantage of this in this video until when this particular stuff is implemented and everybody can apply for it. Then we can look at the disadvantage. But number one disadvantage which you can actually point at here is you still need the German proficiency. You need to be able to have a good knowledge of German. You need to be able to speak German for you. But should I even call this a disadvantage? Well, it's not a disadvantage. If you are going to live in a country, you should be able to speak the language. And if you are going to be working in a company that's German, a German company, maybe you might need to be able to speak German for you to be able to communicate effectively. So this is the new thing that's going to be implemented later this year or earlier next year. We look forward to that, and of course it's going to be interesting. More opportunity for you to relocate into what I call the best country in Europe. I don't know if that is correct anyway, but yeah, that is it. I'm Akere again. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. For now, stay cool and have a wonderful one. Bye for now.